All right, so you're gearing up for a Mechatronics Engineering Technician interview,
Cool.
which means you're stepping into a field that's really shaping the future.
Absolutely.
We've got a whole bunch of resources from RoleCatcher to help you totally nail it.
Awesome.
Career guides, interview guides,
Great.
and even a glimpse into their AI tools.
Cool.
Think of this deep dive as your training montage before you step into the ring.
I like that.
We'll unpack what this role is all about,
Okay.
and then we'll tackle some common interview questions you might face.
Sounds good.
You'll be amazed how little prep work can boost your confidence.
For sure. So what's really cool about mechatronics is that it's not just one skill set.
Right.
It's where mechanics, electronics, and computer engineering all blend together.
Yeah.
It's like the ultimate engineering fusion.
Exactly.
And this role is all about putting that knowledge into action, building, testing, troubleshooting the systems that are making our world smarter and more efficient.
It's all about making things work seamlessly.
Right.
From robots on factory floors
Yeah.
to the intricate systems inside a Tesla.
To even the smarts behind your smart refrigerator.
Exactly.
This stuff is everywhere.
Yeah.
Skilled mechatronics engineering technicians are in high demand.
Absolutely. But that high demand means you really got to stand out.
Yeah.
That's where this deep dive comes in.
That's right.
We'll walk through those tricky interview questions they love to ask,
Okay.
giving you the inside track on what they're really after.
All right. Like a sneak peek behind the curtain.
Exactly.
We'll give you the why behind the question
Okay.
and help you craft answers that showcase your skills and experience.
And we'll weave in some career insights from RoleCatcher's guides so you can see where this role can take you.
I like it.
All right, let's dive right in.
Let's do it.
A classic interview question you're bound to hear is, can you explain your understanding of mechatronics?
Sure.
Now, you could just rattle off a textbook definition,
Yeah.
but that's not going to make you memorable.
No, it won't.
What they're really looking for is your ability to connect the dots,
Okay.
to show you understand how these different engineering disciplines work together
Yes.
to create these complex systems.
Right.
It's like you're showing them you see the whole orchestra, not just the individual instrument.
Exactly.
You might even mention how mechatronics is driving innovation in industries like manufacturing,
Okay.
automotive, and even healthcare.
Cool.
Think about those robotic surgical arms
Yeah.
or advanced prosthetics.
That's pretty amazing stuff.
And you can bet they'll have follow-up questions,
Uh-huh.
maybe even about specific mechatronic systems you've worked with or are familiar with.
Right.
So brush up on your robotics,
Okay.
your programmable logic controllers,
Right.
PLCs, and any experience you have with sensor technologies.
This is where RoleCatcher's AI tools can be a game changer.
Oh, yeah.
Their system can actually analyze specific job descriptions
Wow.
and flag which technical areas you should highlight or brush up on.
That's really helpful.
It's like having a personalized study guide tailored to each interview.
Okay, next question.
All right.
They love to test your problem-solving skills with.
Let me guess.
How do you troubleshoot complex mechatronic systems?
That's a classic.
Don't just throw a bunch of technical jargon at them.
No, for sure.
Focus on showcasing your systematic approach.
Got it.
Do you have a mental checklist you go through?
Okay.
What diagnostic tools do you rely on? It's about demonstrating that you're a logical thinker
Right.
who can break down a problem and find the root cause.
That's key.
Think multimeters,
Okay.
oscilloscopes,
Uh-huh.
even specialized software.
Yeah.
But more importantly,
What's that?
show them you can use those tools effectively.
Right.
And don't forget to mention those soft skills.
Oh, yeah. Those are important, too.
Troubleshooting often involves teamwork communication and the ability to explain technical issues to non-technical folks.
For sure.
Those are skills that employers really value. And if you're drawing a blank on how to structure your answer,
Okay.
RoleCatcher's AI can actually help you craft a response
Really?
using the STAR method,
The STAR method.
situation, task, action, result.
Oh, right.
It can even suggest real-world examples from your work history that fit the question perfectly.
It's amazing.
That's like having an interview coach in your pocket.
That's a great way to put it.
Now, speaking of real-world examples,
Okay.
be ready to share a specific time when you successfully diagnosed and fixed a particularly tricky problem.
Got it.
Stories make your answers memorable.
They really do.
All right, on to a question that lets you really shine.
Okay. I'm ready.
Can you describe a project where you designed and implemented a mechatronic system?
That's a good one.
This is your chance to become the star of your own engineering show.
I like it.
Choose a project that highlights both your technical skills and your passion for this field.
Right.
Maybe it was a robotics project in college, or even something you built in your garage.
Cool.
Whatever it is, be specific.
Got it.
What was the goal?
Right.
What were the challenges, and how did you overcome them?
Makes sense.
And don't forget to quantify your results whenever possible.
Okay.
Did your project increase efficiency, reduce costs, or improve safety?
Those are all good points.
Numbers make your accomplishments more tangible and impressive.
For sure.
Now be ready for follow-up questions about your specific role in the project.
Okay.
Were you the sole designer or part of a team?
Right.
This helps them gauge your ability to work independently or collaboratively.
Makes sense.
And this is also a great opportunity to demonstrate those soft skills we talked about earlier.
Okay.
Communication, teamwork, and leadership are essential in mechatronics.
Definitely.
So weave those into your story.
Got it.
Remember, a good story can make all the difference in an interview.
That's true.
It helps you connect with the interviewers on a personal level and makes your skills and experience more relatable.
I like it.
Okay, let's shift gears to a question that's all about responsibility and attention to detail.
Yeah, right.
How do you ensure the safety of mechatronic systems?
That's a big one.
This is a big one.
Yeah.
They want to know that you take safety seriously.
Of course.
You need to demonstrate that you understand the importance of safety standards,
Okay.
risk assessments, and rigorous testing procedures.
Makes sense.
If you have experience with specific safety certifications or protocols, definitely mention those.
Got it.
Maybe you incorporated a safety feature into a project that prevented an accident,
Cry.
or followed a rigorous testing protocol that ensured the reliability of a system.
Right.
Show them that safety isn't just a box to check for you.
Right. It's crucial.
It's integrated into your entire design and implementation process.
Exactly.
Now let's talk about programming.
Right.
You're almost guaranteed to hear this question.
Okay. What is it?
Can you explain your experience with PLC programming?
PLCs.
PLCs are the brains of many mechatronic systems.
That's true.
So your programming skills are essential.
Got it.
Be upfront about your experience with different PLC languages and software.
Okay.
Mention any specific projects where you've used PLC programming to solve problems or create innovative solutions,
Good point.
even if you're not a programming whiz. Be enthusiastic about your willingness to learn and adapt.
Definitely.
This field is constantly evolving,
For sure.
so a desire to stay ahead of the curve is crucial.
Absolutely.
And speaking of staying ahead of the curve,
Okay.
let's move on to a question that's all about continuous learning.
All right.
How do you stay up to date with the latest mechatronics technologies and trends?
That's a good question.
This is where you show them you're not just content with the status quo.
Oh.
You're hungry for knowledge
Yeah.
and excited about the future of this field.
I like it.
Talk about conferences you've attended,
All right.
journals you subscribe to, or even online courses you've taken.
Cool.
Maybe you follow industry blogs,
Okay.
or tinker with personal projects in your spare time.
That's a good idea.
Show them that you're genuinely passionate about mechatronics
Right.
and that you're committed to staying at the forefront of innovation.
Absolutely.
And remember,
What's that? Yeah.
this question is also a chance to demonstrate your initiative.
Oh, okay.
Employers love to see candidates who are proactive about their own learning and development.
That makes sense.
Now, be prepared for follow-up questions about specific emerging technologies that you're excited about or want to learn more about. Things like artificial intelligence, machine learning, the industrial Internet of Things,
Okay.
and additive manufacturing are all transforming the world of mechatronics.
They really are.
So do your homework
Got it.
and be ready to discuss how these advancements are impacting the field and how you see yourself contributing to this exciting future.
It's an exciting time to be in mechatronics.
And if you're feeling overwhelmed by all these new technologies,
Yeah. Can be a lot.
don't worry. RoleCatcher has a wealth of resources to help you stay informed.
That's good to know.
Their career guides outline key trends,
Right.
and their AI tools can suggest relevant courses and learning materials
Oh, wow.
based on your current skills and career aspirations.
That's pretty cool.
They even have a course repository where you can find online courses from leading providers.
Really?
So you can learn at your own pace and on your own schedule.
That's awesome.
Okay, let's dive into a question that's becoming increasingly important in mechatronics.
Okay.
Can you describe your experience with 3D printing and additive manufacturing?
3D printing.
This technology is revolutionizing how we design and build things.
Yeah. It really is.
So it's a valuable skill set to have.
For sure.
Be honest about your level of experience.
Got it.
If you've worked with different 3D printing technologies, flaunt it.
Okay.
Describe the materials you've used, the software you're familiar with,
Right.
and the applications you've designed for.
Makes sense?
But even if your experience is limited, don't panic.
Right.
Express your interest in 3D printing
Got it.
and how you see its potential in the field of mechatronics.
Right.
Maybe you've been following industry developments
Okay.
or have experimented with personal 3D printing projects.
Cool.
What matters is that you demonstrate a willingness to learn and adapt.
Definitely.
Employers are looking for candidates who are eager to embrace new technologies and apply them to real-world problems.
Absolutely.
And remember,
What's that?
RoleCatcher's AI can analyze those job descriptions
Oh, okay.
and tell you just how much emphasis to put on 3D printing skills for specific roles.
That's helpful.
It's all about tailoring your answers to what they're looking for.
Makes sense.
Okay, let's move on to a question that's all about teamwork.
Right.
How do you approach working with interdisciplinary teams of engineers and technicians?
Teamwork is key.
Mechatronics is a collaborative field,
Yeah.
so they want to know that you can effectively communicate,
Oh.
cooperate, and navigate the complexities of working with people from different backgrounds and disciplines.
Right. Different perspectives.
Highlight your ability to understand and respect different perspectives,
Got it.
to listen actively, and to work towards a common goal.
That's important.
Think about a time when you successfully collaborated on a project with a diverse team.
Okay.
Use the STAR method to structure your answer
Right.
and make it a compelling story that showcases your teamwork skills.
Good idea.
And be prepared for follow-up questions about challenges you've faced working in teams
Okay.
and how you've overcome them.
Makes sense.
Everyone has had their share of team conflicts or communication breakdowns.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
What matters is how you learned from those experiences
Right.
and how you've developed your interpersonal skills.
Definitely.
Okay, last but not least,
All right. What is it?
a question that digs into your ability to handle pressure
Okay.
and learn from setbacks. Can you describe a challenging project you worked on and how you overcame the challenges?
I've got a few of those.
This is your chance to demonstrate resilience,
Okay.
adaptability, and a problem-solving mindset.
Got it.
Choose a project that presented significant obstacles,
All right.
but also allowed you to showcase your ingenuity and determination.
Makes sense.
Be specific about the challenges you faced,
Okay.
the steps you took to overcome them, and the ultimate outcome.
Right.
Did you have to think outside the box?
Interesting.
Did you have to pivot mid-project?
Okay.
And don't be afraid to talk about failures.
Oh, yeah. Everyone makes mistakes.
Everyone makes mistakes.
Right.
What matters is how you learn from them
That's true.
and how you apply those lessons to future projects.
Definitely.
Remember, this question is about showcasing your growth mindset
Okay.
and your ability to handle adversity.
Got it.
All right, that's a wrap on our first round of interview questions.
That was a lot.
We've covered a lot of ground,
Yeah, we have.
but we're just getting started.
Awesome.
Up next, we'll delve into some career insights from RoleCatcher's guides
Okay.
and explore how their AI tools can help you refine your answers
Cool.
and make a lasting impression.
Sounds good. All right, so let's build on those interview questions
Okay.
and bring in those RoleCatcher career insights we mentioned.
Sound good?
Their guides highlight different stages of a mechatronics engineering technician career:
Okay.
entry level, junior,
Okay.
intermediate, and senior.
Right.
The expectations shift at each level.
Makes sense.
So how you frame your answers should too.
So if I'm fresh out of school or just starting out,
Yeah.
how do I approach those questions differently
Okay.
than someone with years of experience under their belt?
For those starting out, enthusiasm and a thirst for knowledge go a long way. Highlight your foundational skills. Any hands-on projects from school or internships where you got to apply those skills.
Yeah.
Think of it as showcasing your potential.
Got it.
You're a fast learner, eager to contribute,
Right.
and ready to soak up everything this field has to offer.
Like saying, I may not have a ton of experience,
Yeah.
but I'm a sponge and I'm ready to learn from the best.
Exactly.
Now, as you move into those junior and intermediate levels,
Okay.
the focus shifts to showcasing your ability to handle more responsibility.
Right.
Talk about projects where you took initiative,
Right.
solved problems independently, or maybe even led a small team.
Good point.
It's about demonstrating that you can be trusted with more complex tasks
Yeah.
and that you're ready to step up.
So it's less about look what I learned in school, and more about look what I can do.
Exactly.
And then when you reach those senior levels, the questions get even tougher.
Oh, yeah.
They want to see in-depth technical knowledge, leadership experience, and a track record of tackling those really challenging projects.
That's where those practice sessions with RoleCatcher's AI come in handy.
Right.
You can run through those scenarios,
Yeah.
fine-tune your answers, and get comfortable talking about complex technical topics with confidence.
Absolutely.
And remember, each stage also comes with different salary expectations.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
RoleCatcher's guides give you a realistic idea of the earning potential at each level.
Okay.
So you can go into those salary negotiations prepared.
Right.
And knowing your worth.
That's so important.
That's great. It's not just about getting the job.
Right.
It's about setting yourself up for a successful and rewarding career.
Now, beyond the career stages, remember, RoleCatcher also has this incredible database of employers.
Oh, yeah.
It's not just about knowing the questions.
Right.
It's about knowing the company you're interviewing with.
You always hear, do your research. But how do I actually weave that company research into my interview answers?
Let's say you're asked about a challenging project. You could connect your experience to a similar challenge that the company is facing.
Oh, I see.
This shows them you've done your homework.
Right.
And understand their specific needs.
It's like saying, I've not only tackled problems like this before, but I've also thought about how my skills could benefit your company specifically.
Exactly.
It shows them you're not just a skilled technician. You're a strategic thinker who can apply their knowledge to their unique context.
Wow.
Okay, so we've talked about researching the company, understanding the different career stages, and practicing those interview questions. But what about those applicant tracking systems?
Oh, yeah.
Those ATS bots that everyone talks about.
I know what you mean.
They sound kind of intimidating.
Think of them as digital gatekeepers.
Okay.
Many companies use ATS software to filter through tons of applications, looking for specific keywords and phrases. Your resume needs to speak their language.
Wow.
To even get in front of a human recruiter.
So it's almost like playing a game. You have to know the rules to win.
And that's where RoleCatcher's AI-powered CV and cover letter builder can be a game changer.
Really?
It analyzes job descriptions and identifies those keywords that the ATS is looking for.
That's amazing.
Then it helps you incorporate those words strategically into your resume and cover letter, increasing your chances of getting noticed.
So it's not just about making my resume look pretty.
Right.
It's about making it speak the right language to get past those bots.
Exactly.
And it goes beyond keywords.
Oh, yeah.
The AI also analyzes your skills and experience. Suggesting ways to highlight them more effectively.
That's cool.
It can even help you tailor your language and tone to match the company's culture.
That's really helpful.
Okay, so let's say my resume passes the bot test.
Right.
And I land the interview.
Awesome.
How can RoleCatcher help me prepare for the actual conversation?
Well,
we've talked about practicing questions.
Yeah.
But is there more to it?
Their interview question library isn't just a random collection.
Okay.
It's organized by career and skill.
So I'm not wasting time practicing generic questions.
Right.
I'm laser focused on what's relevant to this specific job.
Exactly.
And for each question, you get insights into what the interviewer is looking for, potential follow-up questions. And even sample answers that you can tailor to your own experience.
That's so helpful.
It's like having a cheat sheet for the interview.
Yeah.
But it's not about memorizing answers, right? It's about understanding the underlying concepts and being able to talk about your skills and experience in a clear, concise way.
Definitely.
And that's where the AI feedback comes in.
Oh, yeah. How so?
It can help you identify areas where you need to elaborate. Or provide more concrete examples.
That's it.
It can even analyze your tone and delivery.
Really?
Helping you project confidence and enthusiasm.
Wow, that's impressive.
Now let's take a detour back to those career guides for a moment. They offer valuable advice on networking and professional development.
Right.
Which are essential for any successful career.
Networking always feels a bit daunting.
Yeah, it can be.
Any tips on making it less scary? RoleCatcher emphasizes building relationships. Not just collecting business cards.
I see.
Engage with professionals in your field. Attend industry events. Participate in online forums. It's about learning from others. Sharing your knowledge. And building a support system.
Those connections can open doors to opportunities you might never have known existed.
That's true. And speaking of opportunities,
Okay.
let's not forget professional development.
Right.
RoleCatcher's guides suggest courses,
Okay.
certifications, even conferences to boost your skills and stay ahead of the curve.
It's that continuous learning mindset we talked about earlier.
Exactly. They even have a course repository where you can find online courses from leading providers.
Really?
It's about investing in your future and showing employers you're committed to lifelong learning.
So RoleCatcher isn't just about landing a job.
No, it's not.
It's about building a fulfilling career.
Precisely.
They're providing the tools and resources to achieve your full potential.
But remember,
Yeah.
it's up to you to take that information and put it into action.
Right.
Be proactive, engage with those resources, and network.
It's like they're giving you the ingredients in the recipe.
Exactly.
You just have to do the cooking.
Now, before we shift gears to that final part of the interview process,
Okay.
let's circle back to something that often causes anxiety.
What's that?
Salary expectations.
Oh, yes. The dreaded salary question.
I know, right?
Any advice on how to handle it gracefully?
RoleCatcher's career guides break down typical salary ranges
Okay.
for Mechatronics Engineering Technicians at different experience levels and locations.
So I shouldn't just blurt out the first number that pops into my head.
No, definitely not.
Research average salaries for similar roles in my area. Consider my skills and experience.
Oh, right.
And be prepared to justify my expectations.
It's about presenting yourself with confidence.
Okay.
And knowing what you bring to the table.
And remember, it's a conversation.
Yes.
Not a confrontation.
Exactly.
Both parties want to reach an agreement that's fair and beneficial.
Okay, so we've talked about research, practice, and even salary negotiation.
It's a lot to take in.
It is.
I'm feeling more confident already.
Good.
What's next in our deep dive? All right, we've covered so much.
Yeah.
From navigating the mechatronics landscape to tackling those interview questions.
Yeah.
And we've seen how RoleCatcher's resources and those AI tools can give you a real edge.
Definitely.
But let's face it, interviews can be nerve-wracking.
Oh, for sure.
Any tips for calming those pre-interview jitters?
Well, nerves are totally normal. It means you care.
Yeah.
But remember, preparation is key.
Right.
The more prepared you feel, the more confident you'll be.
So it's about channeling that nervous energy into productive prep work.
Absolutely.
And RoleCatcher has given us a lot to work with.
They have.
Exactly. And don't underestimate the power of visualization.
Oh, that's a good one.
Take a few minutes to mentally rehearse the interview.
Okay.
Picture yourself walking in, feeling confident, answering questions clearly, and connecting with the interviewers.
It's like a mental dress rehearsal.
Exactly.
And here's a pro tip.
Okay.
Prepare a few insightful questions to ask the interviewer.
Oh, that's a good idea.
This shows you're engaged, curious, and thinking critically.
It also turns the interview into more of a conversation.
Right.
It's not just them grilling you. It's a chance for you to learn more about the role in the company.
Exactly.
Okay, so what kind of questions should I be asking?
Focus on questions that genuinely interest you about the role or the company. Maybe ask about their plans for the future.
Okay.
Opportunities for professional development, or their approach to innovation.
I could even ask about specific projects they're working on or challenges they're facing.
Exactly.
But avoid questions about salary or benefits in the initial interview.
Good point.
Those conversations come later.
Right.
Right now, focus on showing them you're genuinely interested in contributing to their team.
Now let's talk about those behavioral interview questions.
Okay.
The ones that start with, tell me about a time when.
Oh, yeah.
They always seem to throw people off.
They do.
Those questions are designed to assess your soft skills, how you handle different situations, and your problem-solving abilities.
The STAR method is your best friend here.
Right.
Situation, task, action, result.
It's a framework for structuring your answers in a clear and concise way.
Exactly.
Describe the situation.
Okay.
Explain the task you were given. Outline the actions you took.
Right.
And highlight the results you achieved.
And choose examples that are relevant to the job you're interviewing for. So if they ask about a time I had to deal with a difficult teammate, I shouldn't talk about that time I argued with my sibling over the TV remote.
Probably not.
Okay.
Think about a team project at school or a work situation where you had to navigate a conflict or personality clash.
And it's okay to talk about challenges or setbacks I faced, right?
Absolutely.
I don't have to pretend I'm perfect.
It's about showing them how you learn from your experiences.
Okay.
And how you've grown as a professional.
Speaking of presentation,
Yeah.
what about body language?
Body language speaks volumes.
I know,
So it's worth paying attention to.
but I always get self-conscious during interviews.
First and foremost, make eye contact.
Okay.
It shows confidence and engagement.
But I don't want to stare them down.
Right? Keep it natural.
Oh, okay.
A genuine smile goes a long way, too.
Mm-hmm.
And pay attention to your posture.
Okay.
Sit up straight.
Right.
Shoulders relaxed.
Mm-hmm.
And avoid fidgeting.
Got it.
It projects professionalism and composure.
And I should listen actively, right?
Active listening is key.
Nod my head.
Mm-hmm.
Ask clarifying questions.
Yeah.
And show them I'm fully present in the conversation.
Exactly.
Okay. We're nearing the end of the interview.
Right.
What are some key things to do before I walk out the door?
Let's see.
I want to leave them with a positive final impression.
First, reiterate your enthusiasm for the role in the company.
Okay.
Make it clear that you're genuinely excited about the opportunity.
And I should thank them for their time and consideration, right?
Absolutely.
A little courtesy goes a long way.
And if you haven't already,
Yeah.
express your interest in the next steps of the hiring process.
Maybe ask about the timeline for a decision.
Mm-hmm.
Or if there's anything else I can provide.
And of course, send a follow-up thank you note or email
Great.
within 24 hours of the interview.
That note shouldn't just be a generic thanks for your time, right?
Use it to reiterate your key qualifications.
Okay.
Highlight something specific you discussed. Or even address any concerns they might have had.
It's my chance to hit those final high notes
Right.
and leave them with a memorable impression.
Exactly. Now remember, even with all this preparation, interviews can be unpredictable.
True.
But the key is to relax, be yourself, and let your passion for mechatronics shine through.
That's great advice.
Thanks.
So what does all this mean for our listener who's prepping for their big interview?
It means you're not going in blind.
Right.
You've got the knowledge, the tools, and the insights to ace that interview.
And RoleCatcher has your back every step of the way.
They do.
Their resources, guides, and AI tools can make all the difference in landing that dream job.
And here's a final thought to ponder.
Okay, I'm listening.
As mechatronics continues to evolve at an incredible pace,
Yeah, it's amazing.
what emerging technology are you most excited to learn and work with?
Keep that curiosity alive, keep learning, and keep pushing the boundaries of what's possible in this exciting field. Good luck, and may your mechatronic journey be filled with success and innovation.